Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Hybrid Pro. Where we are ready to get back underway here for Spring Break Stampede, and currently making his way to the ring, Hollywood Hickman. And you know what, Johnny, I did a little scouting on this man. 8 years in the industry. Says he's the biggest menace of Hollywood. U.S. champion of XWX. Lot of years in this business. A seasoned veteran. And right now going up against Ryan James.
Well, I'll tell you, I'm enjoying the entrance music, that's for sure. I always like a guy with some good entrance music, you know what I mean? It's something you can vibe to. So that's my first impression of this guy. I'm enjoying the Star Trek glasses.
Yeah, he wears, like the song says, he wears his sunglasses at night.
And you know what they say, don't mess with a man with shades.
Exactly. Waiting now for Ryan James to make his entrance and presence known.
You know, with Ryan James, I've known this man for a very long time. And fun fact, he was actually in the crowd as a child watching me. And now this is kind of a serendipity moment to watch him wrestle as an adult in this profession. And he's really grown in the last few years.
Ryan James being accompanied by the mayor of wrestling, member of the Southern Alliance with Sam Phoenix, former SWT Southern Heavyweight title holder, and his finisher is one of the most vicious ones you can hope for and ask for. It's very simple, the choke slam. He picks you up in the air and slams you down into the mat. Simple and very effective.
I mean, it's been effective for a lot of big men. I've never seen him perform it, but I'm sure it's just devastating because done correctly, I mean, there's no getting up.
Well, you got to think Ryan James is a double threat to Hollywood Hickman, because not only is Ryan James a physical, imposing figure, I think a ring announcer said 6'3", maybe 6'4", but he has the mayor of wrestling there cornering, whispering strategies into his ear. You know, in some ways, Hollywood Hickman going to have to fight a two-front war. The bell is rung, and here we go.
Having somebody in your corner always helps. It gives you that little bit of motivation, gives you that extra voice and reasoning, you know, so let's see how this helps him out.
Collar and elbow tie up there. No man seemed to get the advantage.
Two big bulls, man.
Hickman giving up a few inches to Ryan James, but I'd say they're both about the same as far as just sheer brute strength goes.
I would say Hollywood looks like a little bit more strength to him, but just that overall height of Ryan, you know, so it's a battle of the two.
Right now, both men battling, trying to seem like push one or other into the corner now. Breaking the collar and elbow once again.
This is where one of them's going to get frustrated. One of them is going to do something to take advantage because they realize they can't keep going back to the well with this.
Well, neither one's a high flyer or seems to be known for their technical prowess. They rely on that brute strength. Oh! Ryan James into the corner now, and Hollywood Hickman choking him, giving to the count of 5. That's the kind of battle Hollywood's going to fight here.
Nothing beats a punch to the face, man.
Everyone has a plan until they get a punch in the face.
That's right.
Right now, the only thing seemed like the only things that was holding Ryan up were those ropes. Hickman now firmly in control. Got the headlock, trying to squeeze the life out of Ryan James. Transitioning to the back, reverse hammerlock now. Just stretching that thing all the way up to his ears.
That's one thing that I've always found fascinating with wrestling is when you have a hold and you let go to go for another hold. I think it always will backfire on you. Just stay with the hold. Stay with the hold. Oh, big backslide.
Backslide from Ryan James. No. Kick out at 1, maybe 2. Hickman making some distance right now.
He's got a 10 count. Take that 10 count.
A fan sliding a chair up saying, here, man, have a seat. Hickman now just resting there. Referees at the count of 3. Ryan James going to give chase. Hickman should have had his attention on his opponent, not turned his back on him. Ryan getting him back in the ring so this match can continue.
Ryan doesn't want to win by a countout. He knows that to move up the ladder, he has to get pinfalls. That's what moves you up the ladder to championships, is pure pinfalls or submissions.
The Alabama title on the line later on tonight as Sam Phoenix challenges the defending champion Street Bandit. And I'm sure either one of these men would love to challenge whoever wins that match for the Alabama title.
I would love to add that to my collection of titles. You know, man, I'm going to be performing later tonight as well. So, you know, that's what we're all striving for, is to be the man of any company we work for.
Right now, Hickman just struggling to get the win here. Mayor of Wrestling arguing with the ref. And Hollywood Hickman has the STF firmly locked in, stretching that head back, stretching the arm. Referee checking to see if Ryan James is going to give. Ryan James too far away from the ropes to reach. Hollywood Hickman breaking the hold on his own.
He shouldn't have let it go, man. He should have stayed on him with it. The damage he could have caused to that. Could have had it won.
Wanting to jaw jack with the Mayor of Wrestling, and needs to concentrate on his opponent. And now Ryan James using the ropes as a weapon, or I'm sorry, Hollywood Hickman using the ropes as a weapon now.
The Mayor seems to be causing him more harm than good during this match.
Mayor Wrestling, they're almost more of a liability than an asset at this moment. Hickman firmly in control, just trying to keep the taller man down on the ground. Ryan James trying to use those ropes to get back to his feet. Hickman going to help him up. Irish whipping him into the ropes. Up and over, Ryan James went, and back down to the ground.
Oh, back to a hold. If I was him, I would probably be trying to work the leg. Guys like this is what you need to do. You cut a man down by his legs. If he can't walk, he can't fight. But he has a different plan, and let's see if it works out for him.
And now what has just seemed the story of this match, Hollywood Hickman has that submission locked in, and then he breaks it. Ooh.
Imagine the damage he could have done on these last two submissions he had if he just would have held on to them. They were never broken by a rope break. If he just would have held on to them, he wouldn't be in this position he's in right now.
Vicious scoop slam from Ryan James. Throwing the, following it up with a vicious elbow drop. And another elbow drop. Ryan James now back in control. On the offense, up against the ropes, flying high, and a third elbow onto the sternum. No! What does it take to put away Hollywood Hickman?
Stay on him. See, people get frustrated when they hit their big move and the person kicks out. They're like, I don't know what to do now. I'm giving him everything I got.
Looks like Hickman still has some to give.
That's strength right there. That is strength.
Slamming Ryan onto the mat. Going, no. Only a 2 count. 2.1 maybe.
Ryan is on that tail end. He's running out of gas. That kick out was very lackadaisical.
What's not lackadaisical is the attacks that Hickman was trying to throw in, but Ryan James back to his feet now. Strike from Hickman sends Ryan James back to the mat.
This is turning into just a pure brawl, man. At this point, I think they've done all the wrestling. I think at this point, it's just you're just going to see pure brawling because they've realized I'm running out of stuff. You know, the person is just taking everything I got. They're both strong men.
What Hickman doesn't seem to be out of is ways to bend and or almost break the rules there, just using the ropes as his personal weapon.
Well, you have a 5 count, man. I mean, I can't hate on anybody for using a 5 count to their advantage.
Technically, he is still within the rules, but, you know, Johnny, I just frown on that type of wrestling. You want to pin your opponent, not injure him indefinitely.
Well, keep in mind, it's the referee's discretion. I mean, at any moment, this referee could have already said, you know, you're done, and it could have been a DQ.
Right now, what's almost done, it seems to be, is Hickman. Russian leg sweep from Ryan James. That probably finished it up. Hooking the leg. No! Spoke too soon, Johnny. Or I
would have put a
little
bit more weight on him. If he could have just held him down a little bit, I think he would have had it off of that.
You know, Ryan James having to reach far and back, you know, into his mind, into his experience, trying to use moves he might not normally use because I'm sure he's used to using that strength. Speaking of strength, Hickman just throwing him across the ring.
I mean, that was damn near brain buster right there, sir. That's got to be it.
Hooking the leg. No! Kick out at 2 again. You know, at this point, Johnny, I'm not only impressed with the strength, but the endurance of these two brawlers.
I think they're on autopilot. I don't even know if they know where they're at this point. And after that suplex, a.k.a. brainbuster, to me, I don't think Ryan knows where he's at. I think that kick out was just strictly on, muscle memory.
Hickman going to the outside here, leaving Ryan in the ring.
This is a mistake.
Well, he's telling the fans to move. He's getting a chair. Now hold up a minute, Hickman. I know you're frustrated. Mayor of Wrestling saying, you're not going to hit my client with that. Getting back in the ring, Ryan James might have his last win. Hickman's, wait a minute. What's that he had in his tights?
I couldn't make it out,
Some type of object. He hit Ryan with it.
He had it hidden very good.
Oh, come on!
Seems like Hollywood had a plan all along.
Using that steel chair as a Trojan horse to distract long enough so that he could pull that foreign object out of his tights and hit Ryan James with it. Well, by hook or by crook, Hollywood Hickman is your victor here in the second match of Hybrid Pro Wrestling Spring Break Stampede. And ladies and gentlemen, we will be back with more action very shortly.